So this happens to all of us. We say something to our kids and you want them to do something and they don't listen to you. I got a fix for that coming right up. So your kid isn't listening. Welcome to parenting. I call it parent deaf. They hear everything except you. It's like the Charlie Brown voice. Wah, 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 wah. Like they hear everything except us. Okay, they do that because we tell them what to do way too much. We're telling them all these commands. So, and you wonder why they're ignoring us. They're ignoring us because of the 5 needs. One of them is power, and they need power too. So they're exercising power by ignoring you pretty much, or forgetting or whatever. So if you were given, say that I gave you a list of 3 things I wanted you to go do, okay? I want you to, go out and sweep off the front steps or porch or whatever you got. And then I want you to go sort the mail, pay the bills, and then I want you to go rake leaves. Okay? How many of those are you going to do? I mean, I get varying answers from people. They're like, well, maybe I'll do, it depends. I might do them all. Or, some people go, they're usually firstborns that'll say that. But then, it's like, well, maybe I'll do one of them, or I don't even remember what you said. I'll do the last one. So we're not doing it because we all need power too. It's a normal need. We need power. And so we're resisting. And the problem with issuing commands like that and issuing them in clusters, which we do to our children all the time, is that that gives them something to resist. So if I give you these commands, 1, 2, and 3, you have something to resist. It's like the shutters closing. And that's about my power. If you're telling me 3 things to do, the shutters are closing, I may or may not do those. Okay, that's just normal. And so what do we do instead? Well, instead of issuing commands, try asking questions, okay? Instead of issuing commands, ask questions. Here's what we do at bedtime. Here's what we do. I need you to get your jammies on, brush your teeth, make your lunch. And you wonder, why are they deaf? Like, why aren't you doing this? They're not doing it because they're commands, okay? If you asked it in the form of a question, the question is, what do you need to be ready for bed? If you ask that question, what do you need to be ready? What you're going to see is they're going to roll their eyes up in their head and they're going to go, because what they're doing is they're using their God-given brains to think. When you keep spoon feeding them command after command after command, they don't have to think because you're the memory. You'll just keep reminding and then they just keep forgetting and letting it go right over, around, under, whatever, because you'll just keep feeding it to me. And then you're frustrated because you're nagging and the kid's like, whatever, they'll just keep reminding me and I'll just keep playing over here with whatever I'm doing because they just keep on me. And it's unpleasant. So there are 2 types of questions. Closed-ended questions have yes or no as the only response. So a closed-ended question is, do you have your jammies on yet? The only response to that is yes or no. Have you brushed your teeth yet? Yes or no. That's all I can answer as your child is yes or no. So there's closed-ended, which is better than a command, okay? So there's a hierarchy here. So that's better than a command, is asking the question. But even better is the question that I referenced, which is an open-ended question. The open-ended question is, what do you need, son, to be ready for bed? Even though you can see what he needs. He hasn't done X, Y, and Z. Do not spoon feed him the answers. Don't spoon feed him. So my son Charlie came down one morning before school, and the rule at our house was you needed to be fully dressed before you were ready for breakfast, okay? Fully dressed. And he comes down and he says, yeah, hey, I'm ready. And I can see he doesn't have his shoes and socks on. He doesn't have them on. And that's the opportunity. I could say, give the command. Get your socks and shoes on. That's natural and normal for us to do. It's not productive because then he just resists a command because of his own need for power. So zip it. Ask the question. Charlie, what else do you need to be ready to go to school? What else do you need? Then he has to go, well, oh yeah, oh my shoes. Yeah, I don't have those. I don't have my socks on. Right. He thought it out. He thought through it. He used his own brain instead of me continuing to feed him commands that he continues to ignore. Okay? So for the morning routine, the bedtime routine, if you just use that question instead, open-ended, what do you need to be ready for bed? What do you need to be ready for school? And for small kids, I would encourage you to have a little key or a guide that they participate in making. You don't go make it again and go, oh, here's your guide, follow these, because that's kind of a command. They're not involved. So you could have pictures of them, a picture of a toothbrush or a picture of them brushing their teeth, a picture of jammies, a picture of book or lunch or whatever is in your list of things before they go to bed, and then let them decide where they want to put it. So what do you need to be ready for bed? I don't know. Okay, well, go check your guide. Again, it's not you issuing commands. It's their problem now. You're not the answer person. Same with the morning routine. What do they need? Have pictures of that, or older kids can make it into lists, like write it, and they can post it somewhere that they choose where they'll remember it, and they can go reference their guide instead of you spoon feeding them and getting frustrated and them resisting, and this dance goes on and on in homes everywhere in the morning and in the evening. So instead of issuing commands, giving them the 1, 2, 3, 4 that they're going to resist, ask questions. Closed-ended is better than a command. Open-ended is the best. What do you need to be ready for bed? What do you need to be ready for school? Pass it around so other homes have more peace in their mornings and their evenings too. And if you want more information, the link's below. I got a lot more stuff on my website and more talks, so thanks for checking it out. Like, comment, subscribe. Pass it around. Help other families with their mornings and their evenings. And I wish you well, asking the morning and the evening open-ended questions so that you get more results and your kids listen to you more. Thanks.